I got this notice. A good notice, not a bad notice, but I thought it was bad because I didn't see my Pokemon blanket. My Pokemon blanket's missing. I got this notice. A good notice, not a bad notice, but I thought it was bad because I didn't see my Pokemon blanket. This is what it looked like. This is my roommate's one that was made because I put stuff on my own, but this is what it looked like. Right like that. This is mine. And I'm like, oh my god. They took away my Pokemon blanket because I didn't make my bed. So then I go to translate this. After briefly opening it a little bit, I go, my Pokemon blanket's missing. So I went to translate this. This is the notice. I just realized now it's also in English. And it basically said, thanks for your cooperation, but what I didn't check is farther down, they folded my Pokemon blanket for me. So there's no issues, I guess, just how this Japanese hotel works. I got my clear umbrella like I wanted at 7-Eleven. Then from 7-Eleven I got this. It is plum. Tapioca milk tea. At the National Tokyo Museum, I got these. It is a folder. These were the ones that you could make. There were stamp-ons. Ukiyo e-print. Then this handout. I got these candies that were limited time there. And this cup. I'll probably wait until I open this back in South Carolina or Virginia to show you guys the design. And I made this postcard. They had stamps and you could stamp to your liking, but only one postcard a person. Here is the receipt. And the bag has the place on the side. Tokyo National Museum. At Ueno Park, the Masuya, the bag house. I got this bag and this bag. Then this one store I really liked. I got a lot from it. First, I found this that I liked. And it was 2 for $10 basically. So I ended up getting 2 different designs. I got a Daruma in the size I've been wanting. This little fox, I'll show you guys when I return home. Sorry, it's kind of stuck to the bag. The ninja magnet and the panda magnet. It's kind of like a bobblehead magnet. and a ninja. Then I went last minute again on the way back and found this that I could not get because it was so cute with the little baby panda and this charm. It's panda butt.
It's panda butt.
This bag says this. And the bag for the bags said this. And they put a thing over it. They taped it shut. At one of the Ueno Park arcades, actually the one I showed where I was doing the crane at in my previous video about Ueno Park, this is where I got the coin with the panda imprint on it. These are pretty popular in Japan, as they are also popular all around the world, getting little imprints of designs special to the place that you went to. Okay, I didn't realize in Japan sometimes they use sides for different languages. So this was Japanese, this is English. Sometimes I still kind of get the feeling that I'm on a plane, like the first days I'm here. Like the movement of the plane. Because it was my first plane ride. As our big group, we decided to go to Gusto's. However, there was not enough room for the amount of people we have. And the options here were pretty much based on beef, westernized things put into a Japanese taste. However, there was a robot that would give you your food. We ended up actually stopping by once the rest of the group left and went to individual restaurants. So there was enough room for a small group of 4 people to fit. I didn't take a picture of the meal because, to be honest, I wasn't that pleased with the options, so I just chose the best out of all of them. And this was actually the place I ended up trying eel for the first time, because the person got a little weird and didn't want to eat it after they thought the eel had bones. So to avoid buying a whole thing of eel that I didn't know if I was going to like or not, I took some off of the person's plate. I ended up liking the eel, and it kind of tastes like meat when it has the fat parts on it, which to me is good in my opinion. It's best to have these things where they're the most fresh. If you try eel in the US, trust me, you will regret it. From my own experience, I know this. At the end, the group had to wait for me, and some consisted of the professors because there was a capsule machine. And I had to get Whisper from the Yokai Watch series. I know this is me showing it in my hotel, but the capsule machine was inside the Gusto restaurant. And looking at it, I noticed Whisper can actually glow in the dark. So I had to try it out, and it works. How cool is that? A glow-in-the-dark keychain from a capsule machine. I played Pokemon Go when I was in Japan. This egg I actually got at the Atlanta airport, and it's a 10-kilometer egg. I want to say this is me playing Pokemon Go near the hotel, or when I was in the hotel at Via Inn, but I don't know to be 100% sure. But if anyone's curious to what it would look like in Japan, yes, there are Pokestops nearly everywhere. There was also this weird glitch. It says it's Tokyo, but it was actually from Atlanta. Then there's an egg from Atlanta again, and then one from where I go to college in Conway. I was up late at night sorting my souvenirs, and then I finally went to sleep. At 4:16 in the morning, I wake up to my phone going off in an alarm. It was an alert of an earthquake and the expected shaking about to come. I had a feeling, since it's a common occurrence, that this would happen on our Maymester. I just didn't know when and didn't expect it to be just the second night we were in Japan, in Tokyo. This is what my friend put on their Instagram story about the 5.4 earthquake in Tokyo in the Chiba Prefecture on the site of Japan Meteorological Agency. Although I didn't know what to do in a situation like this, I have experienced a 7-point-something earthquake in my hometown in Virginia when I was in elementary school, literally at school. But I didn't know how to really take cover for this, what I should do. I woke up my roommate, which wasn't happy with me about that, but they weren't concerned because they were way too tired, probably because I stayed up in the night sorting through my souvenirs with the light on my side of the room. They did indicate to me that they weren't 100% processing what went on and didn't really care because they just wanted to sleep, basically. Meanwhile, I shot out of bed enough to feel the last jerk, which jerked the building in one way and the other way, and then came to a complete stop, and that was it. But anyways, it was okay. I just couldn't go to sleep afterwards. And so I decided to drink the bubble tea I got the other day at 7-Eleven. And had a right after earthquake bubble tea treat to myself, since I couldn't go to sleep and it was 4:20 in the morning.